This is David Egan from Core Life Analytics. Now, occasionally people have problems if they don't have their data in the correct format when uploading it into HC StratoMineR. So I want to talk a little bit about what the correct data format is. HC StratoMineR can accept data from tab, comma, or semicolon delimited text files. In the rows, you have your data from your wells, cells, or fields. And then in the columns, you have your various variables, and these can be analytical data or metadata. The data can come in one or more files, and we have another video in our knowledge base that explains how to split those up. And you have to have at least the following: a plate ID, in this case it's plate name, some form of well identifier, in this case it's row and column coordinates, and at least one analytical variable. In this case, of course, you have multiple analytical variables. Now, there are a number of things to watch out for. Each file or each plate has to have the same number of columns. You can't have, say, a number of plates in an experiment that have 12 and then other plates that have, let's say, 15 columns. This will cause problems. Also, avoid commas and semicolons in plates that use these as delimiters, and be very careful with Excel because you can introduce artifacts when copying and pasting that may not be obvious. So let's just recap. Your data must come in tab, comma, or semicolon delimited text files. The rows will correspond to your wells, fields, or cells, and in the columns you have your variables, both metadata and analytical data. Your data can be in one or more files. As I said, we have functionality in StratoMineR for splitting up files. And this is what is required at a minimum: a plate ID, some form of well ID, and at least one analytical variable. The well IDs can be row and column coordinates or alphanumeric A01 or A1. You must have the same number of columns in each file, and be careful and avoid commas or semicolons in files that use these as delimiters. Also, be careful when using spreadsheet programs, as you may introduce artifacts when copying and pasting. You can find more information on our website at corelifeanalytics.com, especially in the knowledge base section. And of course, you can contact us by email at info@corelifeanalytics.com. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to save and continue. Bye-bye.